Hi guys, Jen here doing a live. Just gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anybody wants to jump on while I'm doing that. If you can see my face, I have this thing where I'm gonna put some lavender on all my abrasions here. I tend to pick, and it's like a mental thing. My face, I have this thing where my face needs to be smooth, and if it's not, I have a problem with it. But put lavender on to stop the redness and ease all the stuff. Sorry about that. I always never know when somebody's going to be messaging me. This is so weird doing it backwards. Okay. Lavender is really good for your complexion, too. Don't want to put too much on it. It'll make me sleepy. But it's really nice. Okay. Okay. It smells so good. Lavender. Woohoo! Okay. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Dragon Time roll-on. Okay. Reduce the redness. So, it's basically that time of the month for me, and instead of just taking the bottle with me everywhere I go and just, taking off and just getting a little bit out of this top and okay, and then dabbing it like I kind of did with the lavender, it's just easier. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I just put it in a roll-on? That way it's easy applicable. You can put it on, applicable, or I forgot what the word is, sorry. You can easily apply it. And then I can take it with me in my pocket wherever I go, and it's not as big, as bulky as this big 15 milliliter. And then I can just roll it on my neck and stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically what you need is you need 3 basic items. You need your Dragon Time, essential oil. I got the 15 milliliter one because this is just easier. I do Young Living's V6 vegetable oil complex. It's just an oil complex. It's all good. I ordered both of these directly off of Young Living's website. That's, you can do that. This one definitely. But this one, if you don't have it, you don't need to use it. If you would prefer, you can do like coconut oil as a base, or olive oil, or I just actually went to the health food store not too long ago and I saw that potato chips were fried in avocado oil. So that's a new trend now too, with less fat and stuff. So avocado oil, I guess, would work too. I just like doing the V6 because I don't cook a lot, so I don't know nothing about any of that stuff. And actually, I have problems with certain oils that food's cooked with, so I just choose to do the more healthy version. And I know that this one's got sesame seed oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, wheat oil, olive oil, and sunflower oil all in it. And I've used it before. It's just quick, easy. You just, and I'll show you in a minute. And then I got these from bulk from Amazon. I chose to get the blue ones because I like the colored ones, because you want to get the colored ones so it doesn't fade out as much and the sun doesn't get into the oils. You can do clear ones, but I like blue and green. Actually, there was a couple on Amazon that were like different colors, like green on the bottom, blue on the top or something, and I'm going to try to get some of those too when I get enough money. But you get your roller bottle, you get your roller top that goes into it, and then you get your cap. And it all comes in a box. I have it over there. I just brought them out here so it's easier. So that's all you need. You need those 3 items. So basically, what you want to do, you take your empty roll-on. Excuse me, allergies are kicking in with the pollen. It's really bad for me this month, or this year. You take your Dragon Time, and you want to find where the hole is in the top. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a little hole right there. See that? And then you want to make sure if you want it to go fast, you're going to be pulling out of that, because that's where the oil comes out of. The big thing in the middle is where the air comes out of. So the little dot there is where the oil comes out of. So if you want the oil drops to come back faster, you're going to use that. If you don't, put that dot on the other side, so then the drops will be slower. So you can, like if an oil is a lot stronger, like peppermint, and you only want to make sure you have 1 drop, I'd use that. I'd be pouring with that dot on the other side. But for right now, I know I'm going to do about, I want it to be kind of strong, so I'm going to do 20 drops in here. All right, so where's the dot? Okay, there it is. So you just line it up and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 20. Oop. One more, one less, it doesn't matter. Actually, I just take the excess there that fell, and I'll actually put that around my neck right now. Whew. Now, if you know anything about Dragon Time, one of the main ingredients is fennel. And a lot of people will be like, wow, you smell like black licorice. That's the fennel. So that is actually what helps with your dragon mood, so to speak. All right, so you got your 20 drops in there. I know it doesn't look like a lot. I don't know if you can see this. It doesn't look like a lot. But that's where you put the V6 in. So, or your other oil. Whoop, sorry. Whoo, that sprayed everywhere. Whoop, I'll have to clean that up later. Oh, where's my towel? I got a towel here. The cool thing about V6 is it's easy to handle. You don't have to worry about it being bad or corroding or any of that crap. So then what I do is I try to put it in this way. And you try to get it as much as you can in there. It's very tricky. I usually do this over a sink. But you try to get it up almost to the top there. Doot, 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 doot. All right, perfect. Wow, that actually worked out really good. Must be really steady today. There's other V6, or there's other oils too that you can use, but this is just the basic one. I would just use this one. Okay, so you got the oil in there. You can use water. I would advise not to, because water and oils, as you know, don't mix. You can do, if you don't have like oils in your house, like cooking oils or canola oil or whatever, you can use that too. But since I don't cook, I don't have any of that stuff here. So if you don't have that and you don't have the other, you can go and buy witch hazel. Now, when you get witch hazel, do not ingest it. Do not ingest it. So don't use it for something you're going to be ingesting with a vitality oil or any of that. No. That's just for combining oils with water so that it mixes. Yeah, dragon mood. Eric. Dragon mood, you know, when you're like, rah, that time of the month. Anyway. But anyway, so you can put the witch hazel in here, but make sure it's on the skin type of a thing instead of internally, because that's poisonous. You do not want witch hazel inside you. No, don't do that. And basically everybody knows that, but you know. You can use lanolin too. I've gone to Make and Takes and I've used, they've had lanolin, but apparently I'm allergic to lanolin. My grandmother was, and apparently everything my grandma's allergic to, I am. But so I don't use lanolin at all. I can't use it. Like, I'll break out and it's bad. So I use the V6. I always just say, I save money just ordering it with my regular ER order, and you earn points anyways for future products. So it's a win-win, basically. So anyway, so you got that in there. You want to put the top on. Sorry, I'm digressing. So you I kind of set it down and I use my thumb, there we go. Sometimes with the newer ones, it's a little harder to push it in there, but all right, there you got it in there. It's all good. So then I put the cap back on, twist it up, give it a little shake so that the oils mix, because oil and oil, they mix, but water and oil don't. And there you have it. Your very own Dragon Time ease of the month symptom issues. So I'm going to put some of this on right now. And I like to put it also, I'll put it on my hands and I'll put it on my pulse points, because your pulse points are the best place for them to, like on the tips of your ears, your earlobes, I mean, and around your ears, not in your ears, never in your ears, but around your ears. Hey Dan. And then, yeah, witch hazel, Eric, you wouldn't, which people who know about witch hazel are usually crafters or do-it-yourself people. I'm just starting to get into that because all the chemicals in our products now are ridiculous. And I'm highly sensitive to freaking everything. I mean, Eric, you know me. You're my brother. You know how long I've always had issues with everything. But now I'm getting more... Hi, Carrie. I'm getting more into this stuff. Anybody who's joining late can catch the replay. But this is the handy dandy Dragon Time roll-on for that time of the month. And this is cool because like I can rub it on my stomach where I'm having stomach issues, you know, with that stuff, and incorporate it with other oils, and I can just put it in my purse or in my pocket because everybody knows I don't really do a purse. And just take it with you. I mean, it's easy. It's right there. You start feeling moody. You start feeling, you start getting like yelling at your spouse or boyfriend or whatever. And okay, time for this. And you just be like, all right, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and there you go. Yeah, Eric, I miss you, Prone, but we deal so hardcore, don't we? It's life. Take the good with the bad. So anyways, here's the Dragon Time again. Now, depending on how much stronger you want, like I might want to put more of this in here because it's just maybe not strong enough for me. I mean, it depends on how your body is. When you're first starting out, I'd start low, go basically 10 drops, and then work your way up and adjust it as needed. Wow, I'm glitching. Sorry. Oh, here we go. I think I'm kind of good. But I'll get off in a minute because my computer is either overheating. Yeah, it's overheating. Or it's having issues with the Wi-Fi. But here's your little thing. I've got a thing where I can put a little label on it, but I don't know how to use it. It's like a Cricut thing. I'll have to train myself on that yet. But I know my friend Brittany Prime and a couple other people in my Young Living Oil group and Chelsea's group do beautiful labels. But I just do like a piece of paper. I'll do like one of those labels for your envelopes, and I'll just write Dragon Time or whatever. I don't care. As long as I know what it is, which one's what it is, you know. That's all I care about. Simple, easy, quick. That took like 3 minutes maybe. And normally what I do is I do it over the sink in case, you know, you don't want the V6 going all over the place. But there you have it. I'm going to start to do a lot of other do-it-yourself videos too, getting more stuff on how to do this and how to use your oils, and if you're curious and things like that. So I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning, and it is actually really fun. So yeah, I'm happy. I got my new roll-on now. I can go and use it wherever now. All right, well, I hope the rest of you have a good day. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll probably be on throughout the day, maybe or maybe not. Wow, see, the lavender really made the redness go away. That's awesome. Don't want to put too much on. I'll fall asleep. I should make a lavender roll-on. I have some other roll-ons from friends of mine that I bought. One's for like a zit zapper, another one's for boo-boo and ouchie. If you look on Pinterest, there are tons of recipes. Melissa Popping, who I was just in a class with online, she's got new books coming out. She's the one that did the Chemical Free Home series, and you can find them like on Amazon or whatever. I go to Life Science Publishing for most of my books and things, and a lot of other things. There's a lot of information. Excuse me, hold on. Sorry. I have to eat lunch. I'm hungry. In Chelsea's group, which if you're not in Chelsea's group and you're a Young Living member, I would advise going in there because it's a lot of information. She's our diamond, well, crown diamond now. She's one away from being like our CEO. And she's like almost the top. Her mom's Royal Crown Diamond, and she's at the top of the company right now. So we have a direct line to the top of the company. So we got the best information. I'm blessed to be in this group specifically. So in case we have any issues, like I had an issue with somebody who was a hacker who I thought was a person that I was talking to that was genuinely interested in signing up for oils. And I got on there and I found out that that person wasn't real, called Young Living. Young Living didn't know what to do because their policies didn't account for it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to wait a year for that person to fall off, la, 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 la. Posted it in Chelsea's group. Chelsea saw it. She's like, give me the name and information. I'll go report it to the spam and fraud department. And within 2 days, the person was removed from my account. Like, I was afraid this person was going to steal my information, and and I had a whole bunch of headaches. No, because Chelsea is awesome, and she you have a problem, she's right there. And I'm like, yes, I'm so glad to be in her group and all this stuff. I have another group too, and there's a couple other groups, but mainly I would go with Chelsea's group if it's too much information. I mean, they post all sorts of different things. There's files with information to download about pregnancy and using oils, all sorts of recipes. So if you're a Young Living person and you've signed up for a kit or whatever, you can join in, or you're interested in the kit, grab your kit, ask me, ask whoever else you know to get a kit. Really, they're life-saving. I mean, they will change your moods and your emotional mindset so that you can actually get through the hardships of life and actually continue functioning. I mean, with the recent suicides of Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, basically, it's a serious topic, and I even thought about suicide a couple years back, and not a lot of my family knows that. But I'm going to be transparent here, and it was around the same time that I was not in my center. I was lying to my family about what I was doing. Like, it doesn't matter anyways. But, and I seriously thought that it was better for me not to be around. So luckily, I was able to have woods behind my house, so I was able to walk it off, or at least think about it. Now, I have a really good center of spirituality, so that also helped. But to be able to walk and listen to my phone and things like that, I mean, and after that, I really, yeah, I know, sad face, but I mean, nobody's immune to it. It's life. I mean, if you think you're immune to it, I mean, you might be able to handle certain things in life really well, but life, like my cousin, Chrissy, died recently, and I didn't even really know her. I mean, and I just, poof. It's certain things just hit you a certain way, and you won't know how to deal with it, and it'll just be like, bam. So we always have to be kind to these other people that you think, like I saw a post on Facebook the other day, and I forgot who the heck the quote was from, but it was basically saying that suicide is not a disease, a mental disease, more so that it is a mental disease, but it's not like, don't take it like, oh my God, they have a disease, like stay away from them or whatever. And don't be like saying, oh, they need help, let's go get help, or hey, whatever. They need somebody to talk to. Like, we need people to talk to resonate with us, being like, we want to be heard. Like, if you go and you're having a hard time dealing with whatever this pressure is that's going on in your life, this situation, this feeling of not being validated as a human being. I mean, today is like terrible. People just want that connection, that feeling of love, the feeling of unconditional, no bars hold, like, you're human, I'm a human, we both have the God center in us, we're both here trying to survive this thing called life. And that's basically, they just want, okay, somebody just listen to me. You don't even have to agree with me or whatever. You just let me talk, And a lot of people, have a hard time with that. I mean, that's why crisis services is there. I don't have the number right offhand, but if you are worried about it, or you think you might harm yourself or something like that, please contact crisis services or reach out to somebody, your friends. It's not just because your family or friends might not be talking to you, or they might say for this moment that they hate you, or they don't like what you did, or you're shunned from the family, or this or that. It doesn't mean they hate you. Don't think they hate you. And even if they do say they hate you and it's actually genuine, you don't need them. You gotta be yourself. Like, you gotta love yourself. Like, it's okay. You don't need to leave this place. Yes, it sucks, and it's a shitty place, and finances are hard, and life choices are hard. And I'm totally going off topic here, but this needs to be said. But But you are here for a reason. You have a gift. You might be in the darkness right now, and you might have clouds, and you don't know which way to go. And it's like Poltergeist, when the young lady, the psychic lady, was telling, don't go into the light, Caroline, don't go into the light. Because basically, you're still needed here, even though somebody right now in your circle here, like in your circle, doesn't know you. You don't know. In a day, you might meet somebody that might change your life for the better. You know, exactly, Eric. I mean, it's amazing, and I can see people are leaving, but anyway, hi, Doug. But seriously, don't go and think that you are alone in this life. You might physically be alone, but you're not spiritually alone. And I know it's really hard considering this is online and there's like that false connection there, you know. Reach out to somebody. Just go and talk to somebody. Or even if, like, try journaling it. I know my brother, yes, we all need a shoulder to cry on, Eric, exactly. I mean, even you, Eric, no offense to bring you out into the light here, but when you called me and you were in a spot where you were like, no, I can't do it anymore, it doesn't matter, no, like, my whole family's against me, and da-da-da, and even I didn't agree with your mindset at the time, but you were definitely needed here. Like, you helped me out, and I helped you out. And, like, if you had decided to go through with your suicide back then, a couple months ago, I would have been so devastated. And people don't realize that other family members will be devastated regardless. Like, you are so needed here. And you can reach out and do so much stuff. Like, oh my God, like, the possibilities are endless. You just have to start thinking that you are worth it. You are worth it. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks, or your mom thinks, or your brother thinks, or whatever. I had a family issue. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I had to start believing I am worth it. Like, I had to change my mindset. I had to be like, you know what? I am here on this earth for a reason. I was born for a reason. I will find my purpose, and life will not get me down. I will not let life get me down. And it was almost like I had to, like, yell at life for trying to kick me under. I'm like, you might kick me down. I might be down on the ground for a couple days or whatever, or maybe even a week or a month or whatever. But I will frickin' damn well, sorry if it's language, damn well get back up and show you life that you frickin' suck, and I will beat you. I will win this thing called life. I will not be pushed down. So, sorry, I get really passionate. It hits home because I got a lot of friends that decided to do that. When I was in Ireland a couple years ago, there was a big issue with the kids over there committing suicide too. It was very sad, and they felt that, yeah, be positive, think positive things, make good choices. The economy was not exactly good over in Ireland in '06, and a lot of the young people did not feel that they could get jobs or be able to live through life because of the finance situation. So a lot of their younger kids, which would have been my age now, like 1/3 of their population just decided to go and off themselves. And it was very devastating because every day over there, all you heard about was this new kid died, or this kid died, or that kid died. And you don't know these things. I'm like, it's the hidden epidemic. Like, it's like the opiate epidemic. Like, we're so drawn on the opiate epidemic. And the reason why these kids, I'm sorry, I'm going like weird and way off topic, but the reason why these kids go and get into the opiate epidemic is usually because they're in pain. They want to heal something that's wrong inside. They want to, like, okay, it might start out physical at first, but then it's also going to end up getting emotional and mental. And then, because you're trying to replace pain with something else, like binge eating, alcohol, cigarettes, anything that makes your adrenaline go and your feeling of, hey, life is good. You always want to get that back. But when you're feeling down and out and you don't have that feeling and you forgot what that feeling is, or you remember it and it's just taunting you and it's just a terrible awful feeling. You like want that feeling back as much as you can. And the only way you can think is just not to be here anymore. It's not that you're quote unquote giving up, but you are. But it's really hard. And people who, oh, well, they think, oh, well, he's just got a mental disability and, he'll go and get some help. He just needs, no, you can't go like that with people. I mean, seriously, if I went and told you, oh, well, how would you, I mean, this is kind of, people are going to get pissed off at me, but I don't fucking care. Oh, well, you've got, this issue or that issue, which, just go to your doctor, and get a medicine for that. I mean, no, it also has to do with spirit. With the way the medical field is today, we have gone so far away from the fact of spirit, center, yes, religion, anything like that makes us feel whole and wanted and purposeful here on this earth. We have gone so far away. Like, we have forgotten kindness, and we've forgotten generosity and sympathy towards our fellow man, and all these different things that we had years ago. Yes, we always will have anger and fights and war and somebody who wants to overdo somebody else because they're hurting and they just feel like putting pressure and anger and making somebody else feel like shit is their thing. Healing in your inner purpose. But you can't get away with that. If you're going through life trying to get away from every single person that's going to be a hater, that's going to be mean to you, that's going to be bullying you, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but baby, this is the real world right now. I was bullied in high school too. I mean, I don't pity, but I feel sorry for the kids that are in school now, because for one, they would have to have, sorry, fucking the window. They have to have thicker skin than I had. And for one, it's really, sorry, there's an ant. Okay, sorry, anyways. I didn't want it to get in my pop. But I learned the hard way that kids will find whatever little thing. Decided to crawl on my hand that time. Kids will find whatever little thing to poke and prod at you. You have a crooked nose, like you have your nose like this. Like, we had a kid in school that had a nose like that, and everybody, like, I even joined in. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, I did too, because I thought it was the thing to do. You know what? I'm saying for kids, the thing to do is to be the nice person. Because you know what? Being mean, it's a fad. They were mean to me one time in lunch, and they isolated me and they shunned me and things like that. And you know what? I said, I'm not going to let them have the power. I'm going to, hold myself higher than they are, because I know I am higher than they are right now in mental faculties and in emotional and spiritual faculties. I'm not going to let them take my energy. I'm not going to let them take my spunk and my uniqueness. I mean, it's just, no, this is who I am. I made a mistake. It did this, whatever. It's a mistake. Everybody's human. But no, I'm not going to let you own me. Yeah, it was really weird and ironic, but after I ignored them for the first 24 to 72 hours, like the next 3 days in school, I just went in and they all looked at me like and started whispering. You could hear them whispering and down the hallways and stuff, and nobody would sit with me at lunch. And, I had that one or two friends that would, but they were even chit-chatting about it and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Don't even talk about it. Like, I just chose not to accept it. I chose not to think about it. I chose not to listen to it, because that gave them the power. It's like a little baby child or whatever. If they keep doing the tantrums and you pay attention to them, they know that they can get away with it. If you ignore them for a little bit, then they're like, oh, mom's not giving me attention anymore, so I'll do something else. Yes, the kids will move on. They will stop making fun of you. They'll go, unfortunately, and make fun of somebody else, because that's their only way of knowing how to deal with life. And unfortunately, they have to grow up, and I pray for them every day so that they end up, Eric, you're the only one still watching. That's funny. Because this is actually really long. Sorry, it's going a half an hour. But to make things short now, this stuff needs to be said. And after 3 days, they moved on. They stopped talking about me. They're like, oh, it's not phasing her, whatever. it's not worth the energy because she's not being upset like we want her to be. So she's just thinking that it's another day, so it's a waste of energy, so let's not make fun of her anymore. I mean, and honest to God, that's what happened. Like, they stopped making fun of me after 3 days of me ignoring them. And that's what I think a lot of people have to do now. And we have to have, I'm learning this too. I had thicker skin when I was in high school, but I have to farm it again from being out in the corporate world. But don't ever let somebody take away your energy or your uniqueness or tell you that you're supposed to be this person or be in this position or that or any of the ranks and any of that stuff. It's not who you are. Be yourself. You know, if you're genuinely an asshole, I mean, I don't agree with being an asshole, but dude, be an asshole. I mean, it's who you are, it's who you are. I don't condone being mean to anybody else, but that's not necessarily being an asshole either. I mean, you can just stand up for yourself. I personally view the fact that stand up for yourself and be positive. That's how I get through life. And I do not let anybody else's anger or negativity get me down. I will, I'm human, so I will, in the first place, I'll go for my ego center and I'll get upset. But then I step back from the situation. I think about it and what are they doing to me? I don't want that to happen. So you know what? This feeling I don't like, I'm going to stop it right now. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to think of something else. I'm going to think of something fun and happy. I'm going to go and listen to music. Because for me personally, music is the godsend. Like, whoa, like it gets me out of my funk in so many ways. So find what you know works for you and use it. Ignore those negative haters and all that stuff. And start thinking positive. Think of better things. Raise your vibration. Okay? And that's another whole thing, but I'm not going to go into that here because I'm way over my time. But, yeah. There's a lot going on, and I'm sorry that I started going off trend for this. But anyways, Dragon Time, roll on for that time of the month. I wish you all a really good weekend and happy Sunday. And I gotta go make something to eat because I'm babbling. But if you are in serious pain and you seriously think that you being here on this planet is not worth it, reach out to somebody. Even if it's just writing it out or something, or even the crisis hotline is there for a reason. Go Google it. I know it's out there and they talk about it all the time. Don't smolder your light because you are needed. I mean, that is why we're here. All right. Have a good Sunday. God bless you all. Blessings and namaste. Little groundhog that's out the window was having fun. All right. See you guys later. I gotta go eat. Bye.